Bottom of the hour here on WTOL 11. I'm Jeff Smith along with Kaylee Marantetta and meteorologist Chris Vickers. We are live on the grounds of Imagination Station, Kaylee, that has been growing. Population just here alone has been growing by the minute.
Yes, very much so. I think we got here around 10:30, 11 o'clock, and things have really been starting to get a little crazy here. People sitting down, claiming their spots. You can see a view right there where we are at the Imagination Station. Pretty packed. People are kind of lining up near the water, trying to see the best view that they can without the buildings being blocked. Lots of activities down here for kids and adults. And Chris, I know this is like field day for you.
I've loved this so far. And really the science in me just kind of oozes out as well. I'm just so excited about this and so excited to share this with so many people. Explain what's going on, because we've now had that moment of what we call first contact. Okay. So that's when the partial eclipse begins. That was at 1:56 when that actually occurred. So what's going to be happening next? We're going to be headed toward totality. Here in the Toledo Metro, it's going to be just after 2 or 3:12 p.m.
Right.
We'll have totality. For most of Northwest Ohio, it's anywhere between 2 to 3 minutes, up to about 3 minutes and 56 seconds in Forest, and then we see the end of that as we go through the partial eclipse, and it eventually does end the partial eclipse by about 4:26. We are going to be entirely done with the partial eclipse. Now watch this animation. This is just fascinating.
This is great.
Because at 2:27, it crossed the Mexico-Texas border. Now it's racing across. Right now, it is happening 1,500 miles an hour. That shadow, the umbra, is racing across Texas, over Oklahoma, parts of Arkansas, and it is going to be arriving to the Ohio-Indiana state line at 3:08 p.m. It will traverse the state of Ohio from 3:08 to 3:19. So in 11 minutes, here it goes. At 3:10, it will be entering into our area and eventually exiting eastern Ohio, right over Ashtabula County at 3:19, and that's going to head some beautiful clear skies over New England. All this is going to be happening between now and about 3:16 in our local area.
You've been saying for the last few days, you said families, kids, whoever, grab your young ones. Take a moment to take this in. And I got to tell you something. We've all been kind of taking in what we've been observing out here at Imagination Station. They just got on the PA a second ago and said, 45 minutes, everybody. You could have heard a pin drop. Everybody got quiet.
It's going to be so exciting. I can't wait to the reaction of the crowd when we hit totality. You know, some things that we're looking forward to is the 360-degree panoramic sunset.
Right.
So you should observe the horizon around you. If we're able to view the sun's corona through some of the cirrus clouds, that is the outer atmosphere of the sun, an extremely hot portion of the sun that really emanates that solar energy, those electromagnetic eruptions, that plasma that erupts from the sun. It is something that is going to be visible with our eyes during totality, so it should be spectacular. We're really looking forward to it. Some of rarer things, Bailey's beads is something where the last moment of daylight that's visible right before we head into totality is actually due to the fact that the moon isn't a perfect circle, right? It's got hills and valleys and mountains. So look for, right when totality arrives, if you could observe the last moment with your glasses on still of daylight. That is a valley, a hill, or a mountain on the face of the moon that is allowing a little light to reach Earth. Once we enter into totality, for the few short minutes, you can remove your solar glasses and enjoy totality.
Our team coverage continues here.
Yeah, we have John Birchfield. We're going to check in with John. What else can you tell us?
Hey, 312-18 is the magic number here in the Toledo Metro. As we are just moments away now, you're already starting to see some of the changes and perhaps even feel a slight drop in temperatures. And only during totality is it safe to remove those eclipse glasses. Do want to reiterate that during the entirety of the partial solar eclipse, both before and after totality, those glasses need to be on. And it's not until 3:12 and 18 seconds in the city of Toledo that you can take them off. Right now, we are getting a good look at the sun gradually diminishing. Across the area, it's from 3:10 until 3:16 that we will get to enjoy the darkness in the middle of the afternoon. Now, many folks are out in public places, especially those area parks, as you just saw there. And those of you with pets, well, some of your pets could be perturbed by the social situation with lots of dogs out and about. Might want to head to some place a little more familiar and comfortable if they do have anxiety. And it is the natural instinct of most pets to not stare at the sun. But if your dog is going to be looking at the sun for a prolonged period of time, it is best to have those glasses on. Now, you'll also notice some changes in wildlife and natural animals. A lot of diurnal animals like deer that typically come out at night, they will become more active during this time frame. You may even hear some of the owls hooting due to the darkness that's setting in during the afternoon. A lot of behaviors associated with darkness. Truly remarkable to see the natural ecosystem try to adjust to the eclipse. Now, temperature-wise, it feels amazing out. We're at 71 degrees right now, and you are actually going to notice a drop in temperatures within the next hour. In terms of satellite image, we just have those wispy cirrus clouds. Those clouds are all made out of ice crystals, and they are way up high in the atmosphere, several tens of thousands of feet. Those cirrus clouds are not going to obscure our view, and we are still in store for nearly picture-perfect conditions. All of the showers have cleared well on out. Now, those showers will impact viewing conditions in portions of New England as we are watching rain push in towards Syracuse, New York, and also Buffalo and Rochester will have some clouds obscuring the view of the total solar eclipse. Our temperatures are going to be around 70 degrees with that upper level cirrus deck. Again, still going to be a spectacular view throughout the duration of the afternoon. Again, you'll notice the temperatures in the 70s before totality. 3/12/18. We are going to see that temperature drop. It can drop as high as 8 degrees during the darkness of totality. And then once we see the sun's rays come back out, we are going to rebound to the upper 60s, if not near 70 degrees. So as you experience this total solar eclipse, just feel the changes. You're going to notice some changes and maybe even listen. You'll hear the wildlife adjusting and trying to figure out whether it's day or night. Certainly an out of the ordinary, out of this world event. Now, with the influx of many thousands of people, we're keeping a very close eye on the roadways. Tatiana has the latest.
That's right, John. Keeping an eye out on the roadways. What I can tell you right now, unfortunately, so here locally for us, we're good. When it's 223 or 75, not so great. You can see there in Monroe heading 75 southbound, just red. So you are a parking lot out there when it comes to those areas. So if folks, you're waiting for someone from there, I can be very honest with you. I do not believe they're going to be able to make the event. The same thing here for those 223 coming south into Sylvania. It's just miles of gridlock congestion. You can likely find an alternate route, but it's going to take you a while to get there. In terms of other places to look, 75 south here in Ohio, things are getting a lot better. So traffic able to flow smoothly. Overall, when it comes to your drive times for us locally, things are improving. Downtown to Sylvania at 8, Sylvania to Perrysburg on 475. There a little bit of congestion at 14, but remember, this is typically a 9 to 10 minute commute. So this isn't bad. But again, folks coming from Michigan south, if you're waiting for them, you're going to be waiting a while. Send it now to Kaylee Bowers for more.
Tatiana, thanks so much. A lot of people have been asking, when is my city going to be seeing the eclipse and all of this interesting stuff? So the big thing is, how long will my city be in the eclipse? And as far as the timing goes, it just depends on where you are. If you're here in Toledo, it's going to be around 1 minute and 51 seconds, around 2 minutes for those of you in Rossford, Oregon, Maumee, and also towards Perrysburg, down towards Bowling Green and Wood County, where meteorologist Ryan Weekman is. Nearly 3 minutes of that path of totality. And also, as far as the timing, it also depends on where you are, anywhere between about 3:09 to 3:10, 3:11, all the way up to 3:16. But you can see, those of you in Ottawa, around 3 minutes and 27 seconds, 1 minute and 42 seconds. For those of you in Napoleon, Upper Sandusky, nearly 4 minutes, and same thing in Norwalk. So we're counting down, we're getting closer and closer as far as that timing goes.